I actually talked to Ninja one time. I had no clue who he was. It was one of the Back to Blue events, flag waves, at the Justice Center. And they chased the Patriots out and wouldn't let them leave when they were just trying to leave like normal. Uh-oh. He's got a billy club up there.
Does this dude really have a Nerf gun? What you gonna do with that Nerf gun, buddy?
It's his pellet gun, dude. He plays airsoft.
We got a little group of Antifa here. We got the Patriot or conservative group over here. The paintball gun. Guy's got a Bowie knife on. Billy club.
Hey, what's up, man? Why you want to talk? Why you want to talk? Let us know your feelings.
What are you worried about him
Where
for?
did somebody hurt you?
Because he's been vandalizing restaurants.
Where did somebody hurt
That's why
you?
we're fucking worried.
He's been vandalizing restaurants.
Yeah. What?
This guy?
What are you saying?
The Patriot has been vandalizing windows, huh?
Why?
That's crazy. That's
I'm
wild.
pretty.
So
I'm
what
pretty.
I've
I'm
seen,
biased and
it seems
fair.
like you guys do the
I'm biased, but
Why are you here?
vandalizing, the rioting, burning.
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
I
I was here for a mutual march. I was here for a mutual march.
Okay, so then march.
Is this your city?
are you saying that that guy's an agitator from our side, and he's making it look like it's your side?
You're being an agitator.
Nice baseball.
I'm not an agitator.
Can't fight with your hands,
Huh?
bigger
We got
guy.
video and pictures of that guy vandalizing shit.
Why are you here?
Why are you
Vandalizing this
here?
business.
You're confronting us. Why are you here?
You came to us.
Right on. I'm not here to destroy anything.
You came to us.
I was here for a march, and you guys seem to be
Your
standing.
march went that way.
But you guys vandalize the businesses too, though, right?
We didn't vandalize shit. Your march went that way.
Huh?
We didn't vandalize shit.
Are you talking about today?
Nothing got vandalized.
No, this guy.
That guy was vandalizing
Glad
this
you know
business.
who I am.
I'm not trying to gotcha or anything. I'm just really you guys vandalize businesses. Why do you care if he does?
No, we didn't.
Ever?
Ever.
Ever?
Nobody in this group vandalized shit.
Yeah. What is that? A paintball gun?
Jail-based gun.
Oh yeah.
Fucking business owner. Who do you protect? Who do you serve? We're protecting a business. We have every right to protect
Get the fuck out of our city!
You don't even know what your jobs are.
You gonna go cheat on your fucking wife again?
This
Fuck
way.
you.
This. No.
Fuck
This
you.
way. This way.
That way!
Adam,
That way!
They're the problem. Thank you.
Fuck you!
You guys alternate.
Hey, he's on the side.
This guy's not with us.
He's not with
Fuck them!
This guy's not with us.
Why do you guys know very well that I let your streamers? I've protected your streamers many times. Why would you be doing this to me?
I don't know you.
Villain report.
With them and you walked up.
I'm villain report. I film everything. I'm a patriot, but I don't dox you guys and I don't attack you guys.
You guys do me a favor? No, I just want to push this group out of here.
Fucking job!
We're protecting this business. Just let us do that. Give us space and we'll do it. You have space.
I'm part of that event. Sergio, they just told me I wasn't allowed on that side. Well, they stopped once I pushed back though. Sergio doesn't like me getting him on stream.
Well, last time you came out to wheel change, you was armed. So, just saying. Right on. I'm not armed.
Where's the guy that they were claiming was the agitator?
Completely unarmed, buddy. Is this closed?
Just stay back, it is.
The road's closed. Can there be police people?
So I just want to draw attention to something, audience, streamers. There are several Antifa media on our side, and we don't chase them out. There are several Antifa media on our side, and we don't chase them out. We don't attack them. It doesn't happen. Sorry.
City Street, we ain't gotta go nowhere.
Not leaving.
City Street, we ain't gotta go nowhere.
Go back to Germany.
You do not do your fucking job.
You're a piece of shit.
Hey, listen, we're not gonna keep.
Stop destroying your cities. Maybe they'll support you more.
You guys can't do your job.
Nobody? Okay, so here's the deal. Due to time, place, and manner, we're not going to allow a congregation of private business. I would ask you guys to keep the peace. It's been a peaceful assembly. I would ask you guys to move back to wherever you're going.
Hey, hey.
Time, place, and manner, we're not going to allow this.
So they get to stay when we gotta leave? Yeah, because we're taking a business.
We have a First Amendment right. We have a First Amendment right. Good luck with that.
I guess you guys are gonna have to move
Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa!
No, that's what you gotta worry about. There's about 200
You're not. Get out of the street. Get out of the street. Bravo squad up here. Go on. Go back that way.
The whole street shut down.
Don't you have enough officers here? Do you not have enough officers here? Tell one group to leave, but not the other. That seems biased to me. We paid for these
The road's not closed.
Ground when they had like 15, only 15 of us, they came.
Why don't you guys step to the side and let us handle it?
He was leading their more.
So right now, the police are telling the conservative side that they need to move, and that they can't be here. But this is the conservatives' event. They made this event. They planned it. Nobody's getting permits for anything right now, so you can throw that argument out the window. They planned the event to march to the mansion and the march back. The other group came and tried to get involved in this group. The conservative crowd did not go and interrupt the Antifa side. The Antifa side showed up to the conservative event. So you guys that are just tuning in, the march was almost finished. You can see the dome, the golden statue up top. That's the Capitol. That's the end of the march. So we're almost there, and a small group of Antifa showed up and started heckling the march. The police came in and separated the two crowds. Sorry, bro. The police came in and separated two crowds, and then told the conservative group that they needed to leave and they couldn't stay, even though it was the Antifa crowd that showed up to accost the Patriot or conservative crowd.
Now basically corralling everybody on the corner here. It looks like Antifa's right there. Yeah, this looks like some Antifa kids here. No, it's not.
You can break through. Come get it. Come get it.
Here we go.
Come get it.
They're basically trying to grab people that way.
You gotta. This is our event. They came up to us. Why are we the ones getting pushed? This is our march. They came up to us.
This is what tyrants look like.
This is our march. We were marching and they came up to us. Why aren't you guys pushing that group?
Tyrant rule.
You guys see in the background, there's in this SWAT vig, there's a guy in soldier gear up there. It's holy shit. So for those of you that are watching, the conservatives had a planned march. They marched from the state capitol. They marched from the state capitol to the governor's house and back. We're about 5 blocks away from the Capitol. We're almost at the end of our march, and Antifa, a small group of about maybe a dozen Antifa showed up and started heckling the march. And then the police showed up and started pushing the planned march. They told the conservative group that they're not allowed to be here and that they had to leave, even though the other group is the one that showed up to accost this march.
No, I was even backing the fuck up and that little bitch shot me. Little fucking bitch. Hey, what's your name, Bubba? What's your name? Fucking prick. Why don't you let us get what you're too pussy to get? Why don't you let us take care of what you guys want, motherfuckers? What is this? What?
That ain't gonna fly.
You saying fuck me? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Run these bitches
So you got a
down.
fucking gun. What are you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do, Bubba?
You did it to us.
What you gonna do?
Hey,
Now you're gonna brandish your fucking
real strong in the police force behind you.
What is this right now? What are you guys doing? This is our march. They accosted us. These people are here brandishing guns on us.
Why don't you move it back?
What is going on?
This makes no
Why is he in
sense
the front of the
whatsoever.
line?
What the fuck is going on right now?
Why don't you guys cause a separation?
What is going on? Remove this
You
man
pushed us
right here
all the way
now.
back, and now you guys
Remove
are
him now, both of them. They cannot fucking stand here.
to decide in your heart what's right.
Why are you holding one side hostage?
They hate us.
On the hearts of men.
Are you serious right now?
What about Antifa?
If it wasn't for you guys right now, these dudes are getting their shit
You know what
smashed
is right and
in.
what is wrong deep down in your heart, and you don't have long to make a good decision.
You've
for
lost
damn
yourselves.
self.
This is
You've lost
insane.
yourselves. You have all lost yourselves.
Every single,
It's
each and
over.
every last one of you, including myself.
No more support for you guys.
Look at this.
Zero support.
So
That is
Antifa
insane.
comes
You
up and
guys
starts
let an armed
heckling
man come over
the
to
conservative
our
march.
side to antagonize us.
The police
Stand behind him.
leave Antifa alone and start pushing the Patriot crowd.
Seriously.
There's 2 Black Lives Matter people
Fucking
brandishing
Antifa.
their guns at us on the wrong side of the police line, and the police are doing nothing about it.
Did you swear an oath to the
What are you guys doing?
of the United States
Honestly,
of
what are you
America
doing?
to become a police?
What are you guys
what is
doing?
this right here?
Didn't you?
This makes no sense whatsoever.
Black Lives Matter. I just want to be clear.
This was a peaceful march. Antifa came up to us and you pushed us from Antifa. Now there's 2 men brandishing guns on the wrong side of the line, and you guys are doing nothing.
Armed men coming over here and intimidate us.
You guys know there's 2 armed Black Lives Matter guys right there brandishing their guns?
Oh, hey, look at that! Look at that!
This is the Salem Police Department.
Oh, that's okay for them. That's crazy.
That's
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You're all commanded to disperse from this location. Not disperse.
This is insane.
Break the law. Fuck yeah. Who do you call?
This is the Salem Police Department.
Thank you, Cheryl Morrison. So those of you guys that aren't aware of what's going on, the conservative crowd had planned a march. We're getting kettled by the police right now.
Let's get it.
Evacuation of the tear gas. gas.
So a group of Antifa came up and accosted the march. The march had been completely peaceful. Antifa came up and started accosting them. The police came up and split the two groups up. Then they started leaving the Antifa alone and pushed the Patriots out, telling the Patriot or the conservative crowd that they have to leave. Two Black Lives Matter members here came up to our side of the group and started brandishing their sidearms and threatening brandishing a pepper ball. The police are just watching them doing that. They're not doing anything.
Get him over there.
Why are these guys on this side?
Hey, if you're not intending to do that, make sure that that thing is not pointed in my direction. Thank you.
That's fucking incredible. Yeah, you should have told him to move to the other side.
That's our direction.
Fuck you. Fucking weak-ass individuals. You gotta carry around.
This is the Salem Police Department.
Crazy. These guys walked up to this side, got in front of everybody, in front of the police, and then pulled their guns up their shirts up to show their guns.
Clearly.
You're all
Just so it's all
commanded to
clear.
disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you will be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to include impact munitions and up to tear gas.
Hide behind your fucking race and your guns. Fucking coward. Coward.
This is the Salem Police Department. It's been declared an unlawful assembly.
That's right. Get back.
Thank you.
Commies, thank you.
Why didn't you do that earlier? Why
You
did
guys
you
let him say
that
your
earlier?
your piece?
You'll be subject to
Fuck
arrest.
you guys.
Move back to the Capitol, please.
We're asking you guys to leave and go
Failure
back
to
to the
disperse or comply with these orders may
We're
result
asking
in
you to
force
leave
used
and get the
against
fuck out of our way.
you, including impact munitions
This is so
and up to
crazy.
tear gas.
Move back to the Capitol, please.
This is literally the craziest thing I've ever seen
Let us get those
at any of these events.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Oh fuck.
Shit! I didn't think. Shit!
Holy moly.
I got shot.
Yeah, I got hit too.
Where the fuck?
It's a public sidewalk.
The police hate this crowd now.
I got fucking hit.
Can you believe what just happened?
No, I can't. I cannot believe it. At least I get heavy-handed.
You fucking bastard! You Police are round shooters. You got two guys.
Two PBs down. One here, one there.
You got two.
Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful
Holy moly, guys. Now would be a great opportunity for any of you that want to help support me. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. This is so intense. These cops literally hate us. They let those Black Lives Matter guys just walk right up into our group. Antifa came up and started heckling the march when it had been peaceful. They separated the two groups and started harassing the conservative group, not the Antifa group that came up as agitators. Shortly after that, two Black Lives Matter members ran up and on the conservative side of the line, ran right up in front of the police with a pepper gun, threatening to mace people with their pepper gun. They pulled their shirts up, showing their handguns on their waist. The police just watched it and did nothing. They did nothing. After they split the line, 2 Black Lives Matter guys ran up to our side, stood right in front of the police, pulled their shirts up.
No, it's because they work for Antifa and BLM.
They pulled their shirts
They'll
up.
bow down before
started
them
brandishing
and
their,
give them
their handguns.
Suck their dicks. But freedom-loving American patriots. Oh, we're the enemy. Guess what? It's coming, bitches. It's coming. It's coming.
This is actually like existentially terrifying that the police department in our country is doing this.
Yeah.
They literally hate us. This is the People's Republic of Oregon. Have you guys in chat, have you ever seen something like that before, where they just let the Black Lives Matter guys run up on our side and start brandishing their guns? They're holstered. This is insane, you guys. I'm tripping out that just happened. Antifa came up to heckle the peaceful march. It had been completely peaceful to that point. And they separated 2 groups and then pushed the peaceful protesters, the peaceful marchers away, and let Antifa to their own devices.
What's up, Dylan? Did you see everything happen?
I was right there. That was the most.
Antifa came out of an alleyway?
I got there after Antifa came out. The police came up and split the 2 groups up, and then they started pushing the marchers, the conservatives.
What was up 2 big bangs?
That was there was a couple like loud. The last 2?
Yeah.
Those were flashbangs. They're just disbursement rounds. But they had 2 Black Lives Matter guys run up to our side of the line, right in front of the police, with paintball pepper gun, and then they both pulled up their shirt and like brandished their hip holstered firearms, and were just like they were like threatening people with it.
In front of the police.
The cops did nothing.
This is intense.
It's insane.
I know what happened with you the other day. Where I think they tagged you as Antifa and they started harassing you.
Yeah.
And I know you're pissed about that.
Yeah. It is what it is. They've been trying to get me for months. This is insane. I can't remember your name.
Barry Johnson.
Barry. What the hell do you think that was when those 2 Black Lives Matter guys ran up brandishing their guns and the police did nothing?
Right. That's bullshit, dude.
Doesn't make any sense to you at all?
And the dude fucking pointed his shit at me. And I begged him to shoot me.
Yeah.
I'd fucking knock his fucking ass. I don't give a fuck about Black Lives Matter. Fuck that shit. My life matters too, motherfucker.
What? Can you make any sense of what just happened?
No, what the police did was wrong, dude. They shot me 3 times in the fucking leg.
Were you there when Antifa came up?
Yeah.
They just came up out of nowhere and started causing the march?
Yeah.
And then they pushed, for some reason, the police pushed the marchers and not Antifa.
Right.
That makes no sense. There's Johnny Cash. Oh, it's a good dog. Need some Johnny Cash right now. Did you see that when the Black Lives Matter came up and the guns and the police did nothing?
That was gunfire? That wasn't a flashbang?
No, that was flashbang. But when they separated Antifa and the Patriot crowd, then 2 Black Lives Matter come rushing up with a mace gun, paintball gun, and then they pulled their shirts up and showed their hip guns, and they were threatening. They were threatening it. They were police officer, Black Lives Matter guy.
Like arguing for you? Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's kind of weird. Yeah. So you know what? So I'm really confused. I have fought for those guys for 10 months. 10 months I have showed up at every event. Flag wave! Semi-right, you know what I'm talking about. Back in the blue. And they sit on it. Last week, I believe in law and order, but this ain't law and order. They need to pick a side, and hopefully it's the right side.
Well, they want law and order, but they don't care who the members of that society is.
What's up, motherfucker?
I'm villain report.
Who are you?
Villain report.
Yeah.
Did you see that? The Black Lives Matter with the guns?
Happy New Year, Patriots! Hey, Lewis, we're coming for you! Hey, Lewis, we're coming for you! This is your year, brother! Your year!
If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest.
I've never seen anything like that before. I just say initials from my Snapchat, or I mean Cash App, you guys. I'm not gonna say names for privacy, but MQ, thank you so much for that. That's so generous. Thank you. L, I know you. I didn't see this one before, so this one's a little older, but thank you, L. Focus what I'm doing here real quick. But I appreciate those, you guys. I cannot believe this is happening.
You tell us we're unlawful? You're unlawful!
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location. If you do not disperse immediately, you will be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in prosecution against you. Ammunition and up to tear gas.
We're on the wrong side of history, Paul! You are choosing the wrong
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse and comply with these orders may result.
This is insane. I've never seen anything like this.
Stupid bullshit.
Did you see those Black Lives Matter guys run up with the guns? They ran up. Yeah, right in front of him. They ran up right in front of him. They separated Antifa and us. And then two Black Lives Matter run up all hard with the pepper mace gun. And it was pointing at people. And then they get up in front of us, like as close as you are to the cops. In between you guys, pull up their shirt and they're brandishing their guns, threatening people. Police did nothing. They watched it. Yes, I got it on video. I got it on my stream and on my video.
Sorry, Billy. I was trying to get out of that.
But yeah, I got it. I've been recording this stuff for months. I've never seen anything like that. The police just watched it. Thank you for getting that on video, brother. I've never seen anything like that. Put my gas mask on. Got me in the back. Hit me in the back. Good.
What happened specifically? Antifa or
Hey! Yeah, but look, right there. Right there, right there. Oh, yeah, right there. I'm right there. Did you feel it? Yes, I did. What about right here? Nope. I carry it away.
Fail to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you to include impact munitions and up to tear gas.
Use tear gas on them.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to include impact munitions.
So this guy's peacefully resisting. He's going to sit down and just get arrested.
This is we the people!
So they are going to pick him up.
We the people! Obey the
I think he got hurt by a shot.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025.
So I guess the police are ignoring. They just got a big guy.
I hit like 3 of them.
Okay, we hit 3 of them.
Oh, they're coming out.
You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you will be subject to arrest. Fail to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, including impact conditions and up to tear gas.
Is my Viking crowd watching this? I know you guys probably can't hear me. Are my Vikings watching? Angry Gator, you guys watching this?
Commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you will be subject to arrest.
This is we the people! Obey your constitution! Be an American!
I take one of my filters off and try to talk. I don't know if you guys can hear me. But if you don't know what happened, we're here at the Salem Capitol. Conservatives planned an event today, starting at the Capitol building, and they marched to Governor Kate Brown's mansion. They marched back towards the Capitol building. It's been peaceful the whole time. About 5 blocks away from getting back to the Capitol building, Antifa, a group of about 12 of them, showed up from an alleyway and started heckling the Patriot crowd, the conservative crowd. Then police showed up pretty heavy in force. They split the crowd, they split Antifa from the conservative crowd, and they separated them. But then they started focusing on the conservative crowd and pushing them and telling them they had to leave, even though Antifa was the one who showed up agitating the event. Once that happened, there was a police line and they started getting pretty aggressive with the Patriots. They shot them with talcum powder balls, several of them. 2 members of Black Lives Matter ran up very aggressively to the Patriot side of the event, feet away from the police line, 2 or 3 feet away from the police, 2 or 3 feet away from the conservatives. They had a pepper gun, they were pointing it at people. They pulled up their shirts and started brandishing firearms on their hips, handguns, and the police just watched it. They did nothing for maybe about 20 minutes. And then finally, one of the lieutenants came up and politely asked the Black Lives Matter gentleman to come back to the other side. I have never seen anything like that in any of these events. I've never seen anything like that.
You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do
Thank you
not
for the
disperse
super chat, Carol
immediately,
Joe.
you'll be subject to arrest.
Thank you, AU, for the super chat. Appreciate
Failure to
that.
disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to include impact munitions and up to tear gas. This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to include impact munitions and up to tear gas.
This is the First Amendment. 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 We have rights.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS.
Shut up! We don't want to hear your message. We are free people.
You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately.
Fuck off! We are free people!
If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to
What
arrest.
is wrong with you? What is wrong with
Failure to
you?
disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to
Fuck
include
you!
impact munitions and up to tear gas.
Fuck you! Can you hear me now? Fuck you! We no longer back
This
the
is the
blue!
Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly
You are not American!
pursuant to ORS
You are no longer
166.025.
American!
You are all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest.
We have revoked your
Failure
right
to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you,
You
to
are
include
not
impact munitions
American!
and up to tear
I don't
gas.
give a shit how much you say that. We don't care. We will not comply. We are not your slaves.
I see that message, Joey. I don't know if you can hear me. Thank you, bro. Thanks for looking out, bro.
What is wrong with you people?
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately.
Fuck you!
If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest.
Yeah, can you see that now?
Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to
Yeah,
include
fuck you!
impact munitions and up to tear gas.
Oh, you guys are hiding Antifa. Great job. Way to go.
This is the Salem Police Department.
Shut the fuck
This
up!
has been declared an unlawful assembly.
You're an unlawful assembly.
You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately.
Anybody got a lighter?
If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to include impact munitions and up to tear gas.
Anybody got a lighter? Fuck blue line. Fuck you, blue line.
Well,
We helped you.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025.
Front of the police.
Fuck the
You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately.
We've tried to help. Where's some American spirit? Who
If you
got
do
the
not
better line
disperse
than that?
immediately, you'll be
coming.
subject to arrest.
Jesus Christ!
Shove it up your ass.
Disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you.
they're starting to, they're getting ready to burn a Back to Blue sweatshirt.
More SWAT at the Capitol.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025.
Guys, your sweatshirt?
That was my sweatshirt.
See? You call me.
I'm done.
If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest.
This is one of the ladies that's been
Huh?
I was telling my crowd, you're one of the women that's been pretty big and strong and organizing to back the blue waves.
Oh, I'm not an organizer. I'm just.
You're just dedicated to them. You're at all the flag waves though.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
That just twerked me off though.
This is the Salem Police Department. Yeah, we heard you. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, including acquisitions and other tear gas.
This is fucking bullshit!
Is this the Salem Police or the Oregon State Police?
Both.
This has to be a straight order from ground.
It is.
It has to be a straight order from her. Nothing else makes sense.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly. You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. Do not disperse immediately.
This is insane.
Subject to arrest.
Insane.
Failing to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you.
The only thing that makes sense is that this is a direct order from Kate Brown. I guarantee you all the news articles tonight are going to call all these people white supremacists and racists and agitators.
You guys pick your sides. We ain't done shit violent, we ain't burned nothing, we ain't fucking hurt
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location.
You guys, if you didn't...
Disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you.
They have picked the losing side.
Can you hold this for just a moment?
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest.
Where is my ride? That's all I'm looking for.
I got it.
Thank you. Orders may
You're
result in
welcome.
force used against you.
Dude, all I was doing was filming.
And others tear gas.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know what's happening, if you just came in, the conservative crowd in Oregon formed a protest today, starting at the Capitol. They marched through Salem to the governor's mansion, about 2 miles. Everything was peaceful, nothing was destroyed, no vandalism, no violence, nothing. On the way back, the group got back about 5 blocks away from the Capitol, and a small group of about 12 Antifa showed up out of an alley. The conservative crowd and the Antifa crowd started forming up and heckling each other. The police then came and divided the two groups. Once the groups were divided, the police turned their attention to the conservative group and started telling them they had to leave and started pushing them. You gotta watch out behind you, Vince. Once the police started pushing the Patriots, the conservative group, the police started getting aggressive. They shot some people with talcum powder balls, a little bit of mace, I believe.
Look at that. I got shot right in the face. There's a little mark right there. He shot right in the head, bro.
So the police were very heavy-handed there. And again, I want to say that this was a peaceful march through the city. Nothing had been destroyed. Nothing had been damaged. No violence had happened. And
we have committed no violence. We haven't broken nothing. We haven't burned anything. We have harassed no businesses.
Once the police started getting aggressive with the conservative crowd, 2 Black Lives Matter two black men wearing Black Lives Matter clothing, one of them was carrying a pepper mace ball gun. They ran up very aggressively onto the conservative side. With the conservatives were maybe 6 feet away from the police line. The Black Lives Matter guys ran in between the two groups and started pointing their paintball gun, their mace paintball gun at the conservatives. Police did nothing. The Black Lives Matter gentlemen then lifted up their coats and revealed their handguns on their hips and started brandishing them and threatening. They left them holstered, but they were brandishing and threatening the conservatives with their handguns. The police watched this and did nothing for about 20 minutes. And then finally, one of the lieutenants from the police department came up and asked the two gentlemen if they would come to the other side of the line. And then the Black Lives Matter guys walked to the other side of the line. This is the only way this makes sense is that Kate Brown gave a direct order for this. How you guys doing?
Good, brother.
This isn't. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Never seen this before. This is unreal, unbelievable.
I've been in this crap for 8 months. I've never seen the police do something like that.
I've been doing this since 2017, man. I have never seen the police do anything like this. They literally turned their backs to Antifa, who had guns, openly carrying guns.
Not even openly. They were brandishing that. They left them holstered, but they were threatening people with them.
Absolutely, they were. And they turned their backs on us, and they started firing off rounds at us.
The only thing that makes sense to me is that this is just a direct order from Kate Brown.
Absolutely, it is.
No, it's them following suit to that fucking city councilman.
I bet you if we Googled right now, we can find some headlines that say far-right supremacists, white nationalists, racists are storming the Capitol again.
I'm sure you will.
Got to throw in that white supremacist part too, don't
Like, that's what I've said. Like, I have been out here at these Patriot events for months.
Yes.
And I'll admit, there's probably like a rando here and there that's probably straight up racist, but they don't ever say anything. They know that that doesn't fly. And then all the people that I have talked to and known, that shit's not any of us.
No, it's in every side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't say somebody's a white supremacist or this person's racist, but it's only on the right.
Yeah.
I've been telling people that all the time. Like, every organization known to man, they are going to be racist.
Some sort of racist person in that group.
Villain Report on YouTube. Yep.
My name's David.
David, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I just got here down from Portland about half an hour ago, just in time to watch them chasing Antifa that way. At least I think that's what was going on.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Villain Report.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
I missed it. I was getting ready to leave, and then shit popped up. I had to fucking loop back around and find a fucking parking spot.
Yeah.
So what happened? Was there an actual clash?
So we were about 5 blocks away from the Capitol, and then a group of about 12 Antifa came out of an alley. I got there just after that happened. So I got there as the two groups were starting to form into a confrontation. That lasted just a couple minutes, and the police came up and split them up. And then the police turned their attention to the conservative, the Patriot crowd, and started pushing them away and left Antifa alone. Even though Antifa are the ones.
First thing he does is point his fucking weapon at two people who's fucking unarmed just because they're carrying
Here?
a fucking sign. Yeah.
I ran up too late. What happened?
Fucking cops while they're fucking pointing their fucking weapons at people for no fucking reason. Because they're saying shame and carrying a Kate Brown sign. Don't you have it? No,
Nice men pointing guns out of the window there. The door under the tree branches. The window to the left of it.
In the window. You fucking treason coward.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Holy moly, this is crazy. Rebel.
Let them fire half of you guys. Don't care no more. Let them fire all you guys. We don't care no more. You guys are fucking working.
Fuck firing them. Let them face the fucking Patriots.
Let them fire you guys.
1776 2.0, baby.
We don't need you. We are the Patriot Party. Defund the cops. I don't care.
Man, I gotta start carrying my Camelback with me. This is the worst time to be thirsty. So if you guys are new to this, I'll tell you again, I know that I'm repeating myself, but people coming out of here, but I'll do my spiel first. You watch me live on YouTube, Villain Report. I've been doing this stuff, streaming riots and patriot events and protests since last May. I've been recording them since May. If you like what you see, you can check me out on Twitter. I'm most active on there when I'm not streaming, at Villain Report. Also, my backup streaming channels are, I've got a whole bunch of them, but right now the main ones are DLive, Villain Report, and Twitch, Villain Report. You follow me on those. And then you can follow me on Facebook, Villain Report, Parler, at Villain Report, Phoenix Social Network. That's a new social media platform based around free speech. It's similar to Facebook. It's up and coming, putting it together. That's I'm Villain Report on there as well. If you want to help support what I'm doing with the cost of resources, equipment, travel, that kind of thing, you can hit me up on Cash App, $ Villain Report. Someone's gonna get shot tonight. So many people really, really hot-tempered and carrying guns. Cash App is $ Villain Report. Venmo is at Villain Report. PayPal is thevillainreport@gmail.com. Hey Jake, you do me a favor? In that top zipper, the horizontal zipper, the little tiny one, we open that up and grab one of those little lights out. It's a little LED light.
Below the chocolate bar?
Yeah, they're Fig Newtons, man. You can have one if you want. They're really good.
I'm good. I don't see a light. Oh, one of these?
Yeah. Let's take one. All right, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Did you zip it back up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Got tyranny coming, you guys. Hey, you guys remember 14 days to flatten the curve? Was that 10 months ago? What was that? It's 8 months ago? Yeah, about 8 months ago, huh?
Hey, where is everybody? Where are people?
Everybody's dispersing.
Everybody's just...
Yeah.
This is where they get on the vans and they take off. Right? I mean, I've seen them do it with Antifa.
A whole group of them just went in the building, the police.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Bye, girl.
We'll naked commies without taxpayer dollars. Fuck the Gestapo.
Oh, clear.
This is crazy, you guys. This just in, by the order of the Queen, Kate Brown, the First Amendment has been canceled. How you doing, man? You remember 14 days that flattened the curve?
I know. I think I was on it.
Yep. It's 8 months now.
Yep.
This is crazy, man.
Does that bandana like never get up in front of your eyes?
Sometimes.
So narrow. Sorry, can you get the light out?
What?
Oh, the light was on.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like such a narrow strip. I feel like running or whatever.
Yeah, I'm an anonymous reporter for the most part. So.
No, yeah, that's no worries there. I was just curious about the practicality.
Yeah, every once in a while it slides down. The helmet, it doesn't work with the helmet so well.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up?
Guy was that riot rapper guy from earlier. Yes.
Here we go. Walk on this flag and then burn it. Here we go. Anybody walk on a flag? Spit on this fucking flag. Step on that fucking flag.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
And then we're gonna burn that fucking thing.
Can I say
Burn the cops.
Wait, before you all do that, that is an American flag.
That is not an American flag. An American flag. An American flag has nothing else on it. That is not an American flag.
That stands for fallen officers, not these ones. These fuckers have fallen. They have fallen.
This is not an American flag, and we're gonna burn it.
Come up with money right now to get your old man out. No
just cause. Yeah.
No, I know, I get it. That is it. They are the skirt. They're just like that.
Anybody want to walk on this? There you go. Fuck you. Yeah. I'll spend that for you all fucking summer.
5 committers of treason. I am a citizen
Sleep
of the
well
United
tonight.
States.
Fuck
You
everybody.
have been declared to
Fuck
be
you.
treasonous.
Been there for you all fucking year.
Only one punishment for treason. Treasonous.
Fuck the blue. Fuck you.
This guy's been on the other side of the Back to Blue events. I spoke to him earlier. He was on the Antifa BLM side up at Seattle. Talked to him on a couple streams. He's actually like, the two sides are somewhat agreeing to face the Back to Blue flag. Is that Trey over there? Is that the secret police? So it's Operation Legend vans. Dude, it's gonna be crazy in DC this week.
Go home! Go home! Tell your wives and children how much of cowards you are and how you traded your love for treason today. Go home and tell your wives and children that you are cowards.
Hey, Boop Troop. This villain. Did you see what happened over there on that line?
I got there like kind of a little bit late.
Jared?
Nora.
No. Oh.
I'm a newer streamer.
Right.
We were over at the park, and then we came over here and got them arresting some of the patriots. Like, and then they started throwing the orange smoke. That's like right when we got there.
Antifa came out of a corner, about 12 of them, and then started accosting the march. The march had been peaceful up until that point. After a couple minutes, the police separated the two groups, and then they turned their attention to the conservatives and started telling them to leave and ignoring the Antifa. Then they had two Black Lives Matter guys come up with a paintball gun, mace gun, pointing it at.
I was watching Jake's shoot when that happened.
Did you see the two guys that came up and lifted up their shirts, started brandishing their sidearm?
I didn't see that, no.
Threatening people with the sidearm. The police just watched it for like 20 minutes and didn't do anything. It was weird. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
In all these events, I've never seen the police do something like that.
No, what a crazy way to start 2021, right?
Yeah, it's like brand new protest. I haven't seen anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know. What time did you get here today?
Oh, pretty early. I got here at like 12:30. I went up to the mansion first before everything, and then a group of people came up and like they put locks on the gate and tried to lock Kate Brown in her mansion.
Really?
Yeah.
Tried to lock her in there?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna get going. Be safe, man.
You guys be safe. Is that Ryder? No, I'm not Antifa. I know there's probably a million people in my chat saying that right now. I just don't give a damn. I will talk to whoever I want to talk to. And I will try to get information and dialogue. think the only way we're gonna have, like, even if war breaks out, even if things get really bad, the best outcome is if we have the two groups talking to each other. Joanne, thank you for that super chat, $20. And I see the numbers are rising a little bit here, so I probably missed several of them, but thank you guys so much for helping me out. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I did not see that. I came up and I saw the aftermath where they were already telling everybody to leave, and I saw everybody was dispersing, walking away. Slowly, but walking away and moving away, which is what we were doing.
Yeah.
And then I was shot in the leg. You're good. Sammy was shot in the arm.
Interesting. Yeah, I had some
And
stuff
so-
shot my way, but
They were lined up over here, and I took my mask off and I said, "You guys shot Audra with Cops Northwest. Why?"
all right, take care.
Anything? He said, "I was just walking away."
Audra, did you see when the two Black Lives Matter guys came up and started brandishing their firearms in front of the police and they didn't do anything about it?
I didn't see any of that. I came after the officers were already calling it a unlawful assembly and telling people to leave and get out of the street.
Yeah.
And then I had moved over to the other side of the road and moved down a little bit when they dispersed whatever that was, the yellow stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's when the guns started being shot at us. And I got hit in the leg.
Pretty good welt. I mean, it feels like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay now, but I just didn't know. I didn't know what it was at first.
Right.
Because I didn't know why I even had anything shot over in my direction.
Did you go down or just
No,
went?
I just grabbed
You
my
just grabbed.
I think it just nicked.
Proud of you, boy.
So those of you who don't know, this is Audra from the group Cops Northwest. She organizes almost all the flag waves at the Justice Center for Back the Blue. She came out here. Were you planning on being here today, or did you come out because of what you were seeing?
No, I planned to be here.
Yeah. And the cops shot you with what was it, talcum balls?
I guess I don't know what it was.
I don't know if you remember.
The white powder.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the.
I was walking away after they said they started an unlawful assembly. Did their little smoke bomb.
What are your thoughts on this after months and months of doing these flag waves and then them shooting you?
I'm a little shocked and disappointed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know what to say right now.
Is that a Back the Blue neck gaiter you have on right now? I can't. It looks like it might just be black and white. I don't see a blue stripe on.
I have my Cops Northwest shirt on.
Yeah, Tammy took her sweatshirt off and was gonna burn it.
I mean, I'm not in the position to burn stuff yet, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's a process. I'm going to have to really think about some things because, I've defended them when patriots have started to lose their faith in them. I've still tried to defend them, and I don't know. There's a point where, we weren't doing anything over there. People were starting to move on. They give Antifa and BLM plenty more time than what they gave us. So
It didn't make any sense. Antifa came up to the Patriot group while they had been peacefully marching. They started accosting. They agitated their group.
right.
The police split them up, and then they just turned away from the Antifa and started telling the Patriots they needed to move. And they started being really aggressive with the conservative Patriot crowd.
Right.
It was crazy. I'd never seen anything like that. And then those two Black Lives Matter men ran up, pointing a pepper gun at people, and then brandishing and threatening with their holstered sidearms. The police just stood there and watched it for like 20 minutes. And then they finally just asked them, "Hey, can you guys please come on this side of the line?" It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. This car's trying to leave. All right, thanks, Audra.
Yep.
This is crazy. Never seen anything like that. I'm still in awe. So I won't give another recap of that because you guys can hear what I just hear me telling everybody. I'm gonna go pet this guy. Can I pet your dog? Yeah? This isn't Johnny Cash, is it? No, this is a different one. What's his name? Or her name?
Oh, are you a patriot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't tell.
Yeah,
Unless see
I know. I always have a lot of black on because I used to dress in black box so I could film the riots. So a lot of my gear is black. But oh, it's a good dog. Yeah, I'm Villain Report. I'm a live streamer. I stream these events.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, what's her name?
Mike.
Mike for the girl dog name?
Oh no, the dog's name is Zoe.
Oh, you're Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
Zoe. I think I might have met Zoe before. That I remember that name. You come out to these events?
We've only been to the Proud Boy rally down at that park.
Delta Park?
Yeah, Delta
Ah,
Park.
yeah.
I enjoyed that one.
Oh, it's a good doggo, Zoe.
So nothing happened too much tonight, huh?
No, I
Very peaceful?
no, it's it was peaceful until I'm gonna turn this light down.
Until Antifa showed up or something?
Yeah. So I've been repeating this over and over. They had marched from the Capitol to the governor's mansion and then back. They got about 5 blocks away from the Capitol getting back, and everything had been peaceful up to that point. Antifa, about 12 of them, came out of an alleyway and started accosting the marchers, and then the marchers and the Antifa started facing up. That lasted for a couple minutes, and then the police came and split the two groups up and separated them. And then they turned their backs on Antifa, ignored them, and then started pressing the Patriots really aggressive, or the Patriots conservative, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, it was weird. Because Antifa were the ones coming up agitating the peaceful event. And then the police started getting really aggressive with the Patriot crowd, or the conservative crowd, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. And they started shooting them with pepper balls, talcum balls or whatever. And then we actually had 2 Black Lives Matter people run up in front of the police line on the conservative side, right next, couple feet away from the police and the Patriots. And then they had a pepper gun, paintball gun, and they were pointing it at people. And they lifted up their shirts and showed their sidearms, and they were brandishing their sidearms holstered and threatening people with it.
They had their hand on their guns?
No, they just pulled up their shirt and showed it, and they were just kind of like just gesturing, you know, and just trying to intimidate people with it.
Yeah.
And the police just watched it for about 20 minutes before they finally asked them to just step on the other side of the line.
Could that be something to do with Wheeler and that lady, the governor? What's her face?
Kate Brown?
Yeah, is she telling the cops to go after
That's the
Patriots?
only way that it makes sense to me, is that it was an order from Kate Brown. Are you from Oregon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in Carson.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about it. I'm still kind of bewildered about it. I've never seen the cops do something like that before. It was strange. You have a good night, sir.
They know we're on their side.
Well, I don't know about that anymore. People, they just took a back the blue flag over there and threw it on the ground, and everybody walked on it because they were so mad at it. This is how they just got treated.
Who was walking on it?
The conservative crowd.
Wow, they were so mad at the cops.
Yeah, if you would have seen the event, it was just jaw dropping what they were doing.
That's terrible.
Yeah. We have a good night, sir.
Okay, take care.
See you later, Zoe.
Stay out of trouble.
I'll try to.
We all said the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we all left, marching back towards the Capitol grounds, and that's where we encountered the whole interaction that we just witnessed there for the last hour or so.
What do you say?
Oh no, I'm just.
Oh, okay. I think that might be it for me, guys. You guys seen Rebel? Yeah.
What's up, boy?
How you guys doing?
What's up, bud? I don't look like a soy boy no more.
Have you guys seen Rebel?
They are left.
They left?
Yeah.
All right.
Zero and Rebel already are.
Were you guys up there when all that went down?
Yeah, I got hit.
Yeah, I got hit several times.
I got hit. He got hit like 4 times.
That was weird, man.
I just came because someone called. I don't know who it was. They just called me out for a medic.
Oh yeah.
I was staying at my place, and I don't know what was going on. All I see is JJ's on stream and Sam's, and then next thing I know, I'm being called out here by I think a Proud Boy.
Huh.
So I'm like, shit. If they're calling me, they need someone. Because Audrey got hit. These 2 idiots got hit.
I almost got arrested. They surrounded me.
It was just so strange because the event was peaceful, and then Antifa came up and accosted everybody, and they focused on the conservative crowd, not Antifa.
Was Antifa here?
Yeah.
Oh, Bush Park.
No, they were over there. That whole the whole place where all that went down, like 12 Antifa came out of an alley and started accosting the marchers.
You want me to read that? If you want to.
Yeah, they were behind the fucking police line. They should have defended it.
All right, you guys have a good night. All right, guys, I'm gonna walk and re-chat for a little bit, but that's it for me. Everybody else is just kind of hanging out and socializing. The event's over. I think 2 Proud Boys got arrested. The event was peaceful, nothing happened. There was that crew on my first stream today that ran up and put locks, chain link locks, and locked the governor's gates up. So that happened. But I did not see any property being damaged or any violence or anything. The whole day they marched all the way to the mansion, and then they marched back to the Capitol here. Got about 5 blocks away. I walked up as I started seeing 2 groups converge. What I heard is Antifa just coming out of an alley and started heckling the marchers. It's always so crazy. I'm just going through it in my head again. And that one girl on the Antifa side was saying, like, she was telling us a story about some agitator, and I tried to get her to tell me what she was saying, and she's like, I'm not talking to you. I know exactly who you are. And I always I just don't get where all that anger comes from. Like, I don't believe in doxing. I don't dox these people. I've never used violence against these people. I don't believe what they believe. I think it's stupid. I think the communist tendencies and the rush to violence and the belief that America is just utterly racist system. I don't believe that at all. I think I think those beliefs are ludicrous. But it's just crazy. I've never harmed these people. It's just insane. And then they just have this vitriol, like this violent anger. I know who you are. Like I'm just going to shake in shame. Like, oh, you got me. It's like, what are you talking about? I've done nothing to you. But anyway, they came out of the alley, and I've said this a million times. So if everybody's already heard it, sorry. Look at my super chat here. Thanks for streaming this insanity from Rumpley, $5. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. The police, after I don't know, 5 minutes or so of the 2 groups accosting each other and heckling each other, the police finally came in and separated 2 groups and formed a line between them. And then that's where everything got super, super weird. So as I said, the Patriot conservative crowd were sticking to their plan. They marched to the governor's mansion. They were marching back to, got a van pulling up to a parking spot for some strange reason right there. That's not a normal place somebody would pull a van up right now. But so So that's when things got really weird. So Antifa was the one that came up and agitated the group that was marching, planned march, sticking to their agenda, and then Antifa came up and started agitating them. Once the police separated them, the police turned their backs on Antifa, ignored them, and then started pushing the Patriot crowd, or I don't know what to call it, because I know that that's a contentious label to give them. It's but the patriotic crowd, I guess. But so they. I'm walking my car. I don't want to get license plates. So police turned their attention onto the patriotic crowd and just put their backs to Antifa and started pushing the conservatives pretty aggressively, telling them that they had to leave, they couldn't be there. It just didn't make any sense because, as I said, the Antifa group was the one accosting the other group. So it didn't make sense that they were focused on the conservative group. But they started pushing pretty hard against the conservative group. They started shooting them with pepper balls, talcum balls pretty aggressively. And then those two Black Lives Matter guys ran up, pointing a mace gun at people on the conservative side of the police line, right in front of the police, like an arm's length away from the police. They pulled up their shirts and started brandishing their holstered handguns on their hips and just motioning in a threatening manner, just basically just trying to intimidate people with their guns. The police just watched it for like 20 minutes. It was just like it was just so weird. I've never seen anything like that. And after like 20 minutes, that one officer who's like the lieutenant or the one that tries to be the liaison, he's the one that was trying to get everybody out of the street so that the military vehicles would leave at the last event here in Salem. But he just politely asked the Black Lives Matter guys to come on the other side of the line, and they just, without hesitation, walked over there. And then they started pushing the conservative side pretty hard, like really hard and aggressive. At that point, there were a couple Antifa behind the lines. I didn't get to see it, but there was one with like really Kool-Aid red hair, and the group kind of beat on them a little bit. Not too bad, but took them to the ground. And then I know 2 Proud Boys got arrested, and then they started shooting flashbangs. Just weird.